Let's turn to another neighbor, Juan Perez, who lives near the home where all of this unfolded. Mr. Perez, good morning to you. It's good to have you with us.
Good morning to you.
Sir, how long have you lived in this home? As I understand it, you're right next door. And did you ever see anything that would have raised suspicions?
I've been in the neighborhood for 22 years, since I was 5. And no, I can't lie. I've never seen anything that raised any suspicion. I've never seen anything that, made me feel uncomfortable enough to call the police. I just saw someone who was very nice, charismatic, helpful to the community on the street, and he even helped fix my tire once. I never thought nothing of it. I've known him since I was a kid.
You're talking about the man who lives there, who we now understand is under arrest along with a couple of other men. What do you remember about him? And is it somebody that you know well, someone you interacted with frequently?
I've known him since I was a child. He was someone that would always see me, say hi, spark conversation. I've just talked to him like he was a neighbor, like nothing too extreme. We weren't, friends, like best friends. We didn't, have our own personal time, but it was always just, hey, how are you? Do you need help with this? Do you need help with that? Kind of a relationship. But I knew him very well.
Did you ever? I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you ever see any women coming and going from that home?
I've never seen anybody come in and out of that home. I thought that the home was vacant. I thought he probably had another property and he would just come and check to see if everything's okay. I didn't even know anybody lived there, to tell you the truth.
One of our producers, who I think you spoke to before we came on the air, said that you did recall one incident, I guess a couple of years ago, where you heard a scream coming from that general area. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we heard a scream, but we didn't know where exactly the scream was coming from because we were inside the house. This was a few years ago. There was a difference between, a playful, joking around scream with friends and this kind of scream. This kind of scream, had my sister call the police to make a report, and that was just a few years ago. I don't remember exactly when. I'm sorry.
Were you familiar with the cases of these 3 missing women? As we understand, they all went missing separately, but this happened in your general area. You're a longtime resident. Had you heard of these young women who had been missing, and what was your reaction to find out they had been living next door?
I was aware of Gina De Jesus and Amanda Berry. I wasn't too familiar with the third lady that they found. I have a lot of mutual friends that know the ladies very well, and when I found out, I know I was supposed to feel, I was excited and happy that they found them, but to tell you the truth, I felt like a tug in my heart, like I was like a little drunk with emotion, because to know that they were 2 houses from me, 10 years, I never saw anything, nobody really saw anything, just made me feel like we could have helped earlier, so I don't really know how to feel, to tell you the truth.
Well, Juan Perez, I think everyone can relate to that emotion, and we really appreciate you coming on and shedding some light on what's been going on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.